Citizens of Liberty Hill, I believe we deserve leaders who are honest with us and do not deceive and manipulate us. We can handle disagreements and be gracious about decisions made using the democratic process that do not go in the direction we hope, as long as the conversation is honest. We can have grace for misrepresentations that are based on sincere mistakes, but not those that are intentional for the purpose of manipulating citizens. Today, I'm going to present to you evidence that Amanda Young may be intentionally manipulating citizens to win her election. First, I want to show you one of her political ads. With regard to misinformation, she encourages us to report it to authorities. So that is what I'm doing. In America, the highest authority are citizens. In the first video where I showed this ad, I thought maybe she believes we are being funded by big money. There are many posts from people besides Amanda that the Liberty Hill Voters Association is in the pocket of big money, have professionals creating our materials, and many other various claims. Their agenda seems to be avoidance of honest and reasoned arguments. It seems to be intended to villainize us and manipulate voters. The Liberty Hill Voters Association was started by 3 pastors because we believe it is our biblical responsibility to participate in serving our community by promoting biblical values and wisdom. A handful of other dedicated citizens who love Liberty Hill joined us. We decided to organize as a PAC because that is what we thought was the best way to have a voice in the election as a group of local citizens. Our PAC is simply a handful of citizens who love Liberty Hill and are willing to give our time and money for the city we love. We are not in the pocket of big money or benefiting financially from this. Most of us have given financially to the association personally. Almost everywhere you look on social media, we are being intentionally painted as big money pushing an outside agenda. Please follow me on this because the point is that Liberty Hill deserves honest leaders who do not lie and manipulate intentionally. But we have to talk about dark skies again, which everyone is tired of. The largest special interest group influencing Liberty Hill, that includes many people from outside Liberty Hill actually coming in and speaking at our meetings, is the Dark Skies group. They represent themselves as the voice of all the citizens and imply that because we oppose the ordinances in their current form, we are opposing the will of citizens. But we are citizens who disagree with them. The only reason we went after Dark Skies aggressively is they posted on their Facebook page that we oppose Dark Skies, and they were mobilizing to make sure the candidates we endorse do not get elected. Since they are the largest and most influential special interest group in Liberty Hill, who has been working on promoting their agenda in the city for years, we thought the only way we have a chance of electing candidates that will solve some of the larger issues we are concerned with is to try to reach many of the citizens who have not yet been actively involved in local elections. The point is that we have diligently made citizens aware of facts, and it seems Amanda Young and others have used lies about us to deceive and manipulate the citizens. I'm singling out Amanda because she is on council and is running for council, and her statements have been made publicly. Going back to Amanda Young's ad, when confronted publicly on social media about it, she admits it was not because she actually believes we are in the pocket of big money. Her post proves it was not just a sincere mistake. Therefore, it appears the intent is to put the idea into people's mind manipulatively and deceptively that we are a special interest group tied to big money and that we represent outside interests trying to take over Liberty Hill. We are just a group of citizens who love our city. At the debate, Amanda tells us that she has the legal background to understand contracts.
My legal background allows me to review contracts and ask the questions that need to be asked.
Earlier, she tells us the lighting ordinances were not intended for current residents, but only new developments.
This is not intended to be for the residents. It was intended to be for the developers.
If that was their intention, and she has the legal background to understand contracts, why is that not what the ordinances state? Either she was not competent enough to make sure the ordinances state what they intended, or she is deceiving us. I do not know which one. It seems the ordinances state what they intend, but I could be wrong. Maybe it is just incompetence. The implication at the debate is that current residents do not need to retrofit, only new builds do. That is not what the ordinances state. I would totally support that as a good starting point for amending the ordinances. Amanda created another ad to inform citizens about the dark skies. In it, she says that current ordinances do not require existing homeowners to change outdoor lighting unless they do new construction requiring a permit and add new permanent lighting as part of that permitted project. That is simply false. Either she is not competent enough to understand the ordinances as written or is deceitfully manipulating people. Either way, it isn't good. When I first saw this ad, it was followed by a comment that the council tried to update the ordinance, but the current mayor cast the deciding vote not to update it. I pulled an open record request from the city about all the proposed changes to the ordinance. There is no record of the new code she talks about. What I did find is that the UDC update that Amanda applied was moving in the right direction, but was shot down by Crystal, was completely the opposite of what she implied. It was an update that would have extended the requirements for compliance to the ETJ. After I received the open records request, I could no longer find the comment for which I pulled the open records. The point is that there is a lot of deceptive rhetoric online that is trying to paint our Voters Association as an outside special interest group backed by big money trying to take over the city of Liberty Hill. We are just a small group of local citizens who love Liberty Hill and care deeply about the future of our city. Our goal is to inform citizens and to promote leaders we believe will best serve our city. I believe Liberty Hill deserves leaders that are actually honest with citizens and truly want to listen to the voice of all their citizens.